Hi, I'm Jason Claremont with JC Realty Regina. I'm here at 2595 Linner Way, and I'm with Devin McCubbin of TruGreen Energy. Devin's company, TruGreen, installed the solar panel system here, and he'll talk to us a little bit about what that means, what the system does, and how it benefits the home. So first off, Devin, what is the system here, and how does it work?
Right, so the solar system we've installed here is with SaskPower called a net billing program. It's a grid tie system. Important to note that a lot of people assume that solar takes you off grid. 99% of all installs in North America are grid tie application. And the program that SaskPower has is called a net billing system. So because of our weather patterns, because of the environmental factors, we're gonna see the majority of production of power taking place during those beautiful summer months we get here in Saskatchewan. What happens when sunlight hits these panels, it starts producing a DC current. We convert that to an AC current with a product that attaches to the panels. That AC current then feeds directly into your home first. We actually attach to your breaker panel so that everything in the home is powered by solar first and foremost. SaskPower doesn't even know that you're actually powering your home with this product. Okay. SaskPower has what they call a net meter attached to this home. Looks very similar to your current meter, but instead of going one direction and showing how much power you're using, it goes both directions. So when you export power, when you're overproducing power, that meter is running backwards and adding credits to your bill.
Okay. So a system that like we have here in this house, what is that going to save you on a monthly basis?
Well, the reality with solar is it is all customized to the customer. The basis of it is starting with your actual consumption over the last year. We take that as a base. Then we build in all the variables we need to build in, the angle of the roof, the physical footprint, the azimuth angle, which is the true angle going south to the sun. All of these variables have to come into play. Now this house alone is saving approximately $730 in the first year of operation. As rates continue to rise with our utility provider, retail rates have only gone up. We've never seen a decline in retail rates. That will average out at approximately $1,300 year over year over the 25-year guaranteed production time of the system.
Okay. Is there a way to store the power? Like let's say you are gone on holidays for 3 weeks and your solar panels, it's a super sunny period of time. Your solar panels are obviously getting the benefit of the sun, right, but you're not using any power in your house.
Right. That's a great question and one we often get. So definitely power storage is an option. We anticipate in the next 5 to 10 years, power storage will be included in every single proposal that we give people. Okay. Right now though, we suggest just start with a solar and kind of figure out what your habits are. It's a natural phenomenon when you get solar. You start really looking at how you're managing your power. For example, if you're doing laundry at nighttime, well, you're drawing power from the grid to run those products. When you have solar, you may look at switching that up to doing that when you're actually producing power for your own benefit. So storage is definitely an option. Again, customized to the actual account. The reason is all these components that we power have different voltages required, all around different amps. So we actually have to take into account all that information when we build a power storage system to make sure it can handle that load of power.
Okay. There is a value placed on installing solar. Yep. And I know you guys have an algorithm that you use. Yeah. What kind of value do you place on the system that's here?
Well, typically we expect a home to increase in value here in Saskatchewan 2 to 5%. That's what we build in. Now, there are no true Saskatchewan statistics for solar homes. We just haven't seen the sales here. We just don't have enough of that product on houses. But in mature markets, Florida, California, Europe, we're seeing a 5 to 7% increase on home value. That's actual statistics for home value.
That's just after installing?
Just after installing a system. Yeah. Okay. So we're seeing some incredible increase in value. And the reason is, if you look at your home like a business, you're reducing your operating cost year over year based on that. So there's some value built into that.
One question about the install. So you retrofit them over the existing asphalt shingles.
That's right.
How do you change your shingles when it comes time?
That's a really great question, one we often get as well. So the reality of the solar again is that it's a 25-year production guarantee. Once they're up there, there's no need to touch them. We are cognizant that a lot of the shingles up there do have some age attached to them, and they will come to their end of their lifespan by the time it's time to look at the solar. So we actually follow best practices that we've seen in other markets. We leave a minimum of 6 inches from any peaks, valleys, any obstacles A, it allows access to the roof, but B, in the event that we need to move that system so it can be re-shingled, or if you need to do any kind of other kind of renovations to the roof, we have the ability to lift it, seal those spots that it was originally installed in, and then reinstall it in another spot so it adheres to all the codes required.
So one more question, as far as maintenance is concerned,
Right.
Is there a certain maintenance schedule you have to follow, and is that something you guys provide as a service?
Really great question. It often comes up. So maintenance, you don't have to touch these things, very much like the electricity installed in this home already. Once it's set up and doing its thing, it's doing its thing.
Okay.
But we do expect some environmental factors, dust during harvest time. There will be some snow accumulation. We suggest just letting nature do its thing, but if you're seeing a long accumulation, maybe some bird poop up there, wise to take a garden hose and just spray it down. Literally, that's all you have to do, once or twice a year, spray it down. Yeah, so when it comes to maintenance, no need to actually do it, but suggested that at least once, twice a year, you give it a good clean.
Okay. Well, I think that covers most of my questions.
Great.
Unless there's anything else you want to add about TruGreen and what you guys are able to do for people, whether it's retrofitting or whether it's new builds or those types of things.
Yeah, you know, our bread and butter has been in retrofits, in current builds. The unfortunate reality is not every home had solar in mind when they were built, so it may not be a great fit for you. We do free on-site consultations just to make sure that we can qualify you as a good fit. And we're very much understanding that at this point, a lot of people are in that learning phase. And our job is to make sure that you know what you're getting into before you make this kind of commitment.
Right. I've actually heard some horror stories about people who have gone the solar route, but they didn't hire professionals.
Yeah.
And they had issues, and
Absolutely.
they tried to send the product back to the manufacturer, and the manufacturer wouldn't cover them under warranty. You guys are obviously covered under warranty.
Absolutely, yeah. So we're actually a certified solar installer. There's 2 governing bodies that do that. We have to be an efficiency partner with SAS Power because they do need to inspect the system before it goes live to the grid. And then there's a committee called the Solar Installers Association of Canada, where you actually have to register with them and showcase that you're doing all the proper procedures to do an installation. So we've heard those horror stories as well. We've actually gone out and fixed a few systems that were not installed by us, and some fly-by-night installer did it, yeah.
Okay, well thank you, Devin. Devin from TruGreen Energy. And if you want more information about the solar system here at 2595 Liner Way, or you'd like to schedule a showing, by all means, contact me, Jason Claremont at JC Realty.